guys, welcome to a brand new video on my channel, Makes Movies. If you are new to this channel, this is basically where I talk to you guys about my passion for movies. This goes from collections, hauls, reviews, and to today's video, so let's get into it. Okay, I'm back with a part 2 of my Blu-ray collection, and these next two parts are going to be my franchises, because like I explained in my first part video, I have these in sections, and the next 2 rows are franchises, and then the next 2 after that, which are the final 2, are either solo movies or they're movies I've only got one of a franchise. So, and then obviously the collections that I have here as well. So yeah, so these are in alphabetical order. However, I'm just going to show them in the 4 piles I've got them set out. So they are technically in some kind of alphabetical order on my shelf. Just right now, it's going to be what I have here. So let's get into the franchises. So starting off with the Blair Witch Project. So I have Blair Witch the original and Blair Witch the remake. I do not have number 2. Probably will never add number 2. As much as I am a completionist, didn't really like that one. So I think I'm quite happy to say I won't add it. But you never know with me in the future. Then the next box set I have is Blade 1, 2 and 3. I actually quite enjoy this franchise. I think it's quite fun and enjoyable. Look forward to seeing what the MCU is going to do about it. Next one is a HMV exclusive, and that is the Bill and Ted trilogy. This was only one of however many made, and they sold out very quickly. So I'm so glad I got my pre-order in as soon as I did. Then the next 2 I have is Beethoven. So I have Beethoven 1 and Beethoven 2. However, I have all the Beethoven movies on a DVD set in the corner. So I've got these 2 because these are the best 2. In all fairness, I have not watched the other ones. They might be good, they might not. But we'll see. Then the next box that I have is the Batman. This is the 1990s one. So this is Batman, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin. So I do have most of the Batman films. In fact, I think I might have all of them, apart from like the Adam West one. But I'm pretty sure I've got the rest. Next lot is Bad Neighbours, and I have Bad Neighbours 1 and 2. Fun, weird films. Yeah, that's all I can say on them. Fun, weird films. Then I have Bad Boys 1 and 2. I have seen the 3rd one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to review these films once again before I go and see Bad Boys Ride or Die. Especially since I haven't reviewed the 3rd one on my channel, or the 2nd one, I'm not sure. But I got this in the subscriber mail. So definitely look forward to the new one. Then I have the live action Alice in Wonderland films. So I have Alice in Wonderland and Alice Through the Looking Glass. And then, yes, I am one of those typical girly girls, and I enjoy the After films. So I have the first After film, then I have After 2, After 3, and After 4. Do not have After 5 because that's not come out physically yet, but I probably will add it. They are not very good films, but they are the enjoyable not very good films. Yeah, I enjoy them. What can I say? Then I have Addams Family. So I had Addams Family live action along with its sequel. Then I have the animated one, but I do not have the 2nd one, so I might have to get that at some point. Then I have Avengers Assembled, all 4 movies. Now I have all 4 on 4K, but the reason why I don't want to get rid of this is because I found it in my local CEX, and I thought this was a really cool box set, and I thought I cannot get rid of this. I have to keep it. It's fun. I like it. What can I say? And then the inside is all the disc artwork. So I can't bring myself to get rid of this. I think it's a really cool box set. And I'm an MCU girl, so what can I say? The next one I have is the HMV Austin Powers collection that came out on Blu-ray. Really cool box set. Still haven't watched this since I brought it. And then finish it off, 21 and 22 Jump Streets. That's the first pile sorted. I have seen the first one, but I have not seen the 2nd one. So that'll be a cool first time watch. Now on to my next pile. So I have Dumber and Dumber and Dumber 2. Do not have the prequel. I do have it on DVD somewhere, but I will not be getting it on Blu-ray if it ever comes out because it's not a very good film. Just saying. Then I have Don't Breathe and Don't Breathe 2. Have seen the first one, need to watch the second one, although I heard the second one is very controversial in the fact of how they dealt with the main guy. So we'll see. The next one I have is Dog's Purpose and A Dog's Journey. When I watched this one, I didn't realise this was a sequel, but I'm glad we got one because this is a really enjoyable sequel. Then I have the Divergent series, so I have Divergent, Insurgent, and Allegiant. I really wish they had finished off this series. Maybe we will eventually in the future, but for now, this is all we get. Then I have Despicable Me 1, 2, and 3, and Minions. I do not have the second Minions film. I might add it, I might not, I'm not sure. But we'll see. I'm not a massive Minions fan. But I got it in my collection anyway. I think I picked it up because I was going to do an Illumination ranking. And then as per usual, when I'm trying to work on a ranking, I get distracted and then do something else. So, next one I have is Daddy's Home 1 and 2. Quite funny films. I wouldn't mind a third one actually, just to see where they'll take it. Then I have Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. Then one of my favourite horror franchises, we have Child's Play. This is a complete collection. This is the old Blu-ray set. And then I also have Child's Play, the remake. Then I have Charlie's Angels 1 and 2, along with the remake that we got a couple of years ago. The remake surprised me, so I quite enjoyed that one. Then I have Cats and Dogs 1 and 2. I only got it because I wanted to rewatch the first one due to the fact of I was watching TikTok and then a clip of this came up and it just made me feel nostalgic. I heard there's a third one. I might watch it, I might not, who knows. But no, this was my childhood and I can't remember the last time I actually watched this, so I look forward to giving that a rewatch. I wonder if I'll still enjoy it now. Okay, and then the next pile we have Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2. These are my guilty pleasure films because I know a lot of people aren't a massive fan of these films. But they make me laugh when I feel down, so I generally go towards these when I'm feeling a bit off about myself, so, you know, they're fun. Then I have the Grease box set, so I have Grease, Grease 2, and Grease Live. Then I have Goosebumps and Goosebumps 2. Of course I've got the Goosebumps films. I loved Goosebumps growing up, so of course I got the films. This next one is quite tricky because they are technically a franchise but different titles, and that is Romeo and Juliet and Sherlock Gnomes. I didn't want to separate them, I wanted to keep them together, so just have to deal with it. The next lot I have is Ghost Rider and Ghost Rider 2. I actually quite enjoy this film. I know many people weren't a big fan of this one. I enjoyed it, it's a guilty pleasure of mine. Then I have Ghostbusters 1 and 2. Now, the reason why I have this is because I do have the other Ghostbusters films on 4K, but I don't have Ghostbusters 2 on 4K yet. So once I get that, I probably will get rid of this one. Or I might keep it because it does say never before seen special features. Who knows? But yeah, hence why I've still got that one. Then the next lot I've got is Fright Night, one of my absolute favourite vampire movies of all time. So we have the original. Then we have part 2. This is, I think it's like a Spanish copy, I think. Then you have the remake, which I actually quite enjoy. And then Fright Night 2, which is supposedly a sequel to the remake. Have not seen this, but I've heard a lot of bad things about it, so not looking forward to watching that at all. Then I have Fantastic Four 1 and 2. I have not got the remake in this pile. I might get it eventually. I don't know. I wasn't a massive fan of the remake. But I do have the 2 here that I enjoyed. Then I have Expendables 1, Expendables 2, and Expendables 3. I'm surprised I haven't watched these sooner because I actually quite enjoyed these films. 4, not so much. But I'm glad I have those. And they all were literally, I got them all in one day. All were slipcovers, all at my local CEX. Could not believe it. Then to finish off that pile, I have Escape Room and Escape Room 2. Even my mum watched these and she found them enjoyable, so I don't know, I wouldn't mind a third one just to see what they do, but then I feel like the second one they did kind of go a little bit weird in the sense of the plot, so hit or miss on that one for me. Then the next part, so this is technically part of Friday the 13th franchise, But because I've got all 8 movies in a separate collection, I've put this as sort of like a J starter. So this is start of J, because it's Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X. So, you know, I wanted to keep it together in some way. Then I have the I Know What You Did Last Summer trilogy. This is the non-Arrow set. Yeah, this is the non-Arrow set, I had to think then. Have not seen the third one. I've heard a lot of bad things about that one as well, so might take my time getting to that one. Then I have the Invisible Man collection, and then of course the Invisible Man remake. I do want to get the rest of these because I'd love to do a full-on ranking of all of them, just to see what they're like. Then I have the It franchise, so I have Stephen King's It, the original. Then I have the remake and part 2. Then I have the Ice Age films, so this is Ice Age 1 to 4 with the Mammoth Christmas special, and then Ice Age 5. Probably never add the Buck Wild one, just because it wasn't very good. Next one is Hotel Transylvania 1, 2 and 3. 4, I know it's out physically in America, but I don't think it's out physically in the UK yet. Once it comes out physically in the UK, I will get it. Or maybe I might get the American one at some point. Who knows? Then I have Honey and Honey 2. I think there may be more Honey films. I'm not 100% sure. But Honey 1 is one of my absolute favourite movies of all time. Then we have Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2. Probably never get the rest of the Home Alone films because they're not very good. At least the ones I've seen anyway. I think there's only like one of them I haven't seen. Then the next lot I'll do together, and that is the Harry Potter franchise. So I have all 8 movies in this really cool box set. I'm not a massive fan of Harry Potter, but I thought it was a really cool box set. It was cheap, so I got it. Then I have Fantastic Beasts 1, Fantastic Beasts 2, and Fantastic Beasts 3. Then I have the Hangover trilogy. Absolutely fun films. I enjoy them. They do go a bit downhill with each movie, but the first one, absolute classic. And then to finish it off, I have the Halloween movies, but I do not have all of them. I only have the recent trilogy. So I have Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends. I do want to get the rest of the Halloween films, because you know what? I actually kind of enjoy the Halloween franchise. Not as much as Nightmare on Elm Street or Scream or Child's Play, but this does come up close to them. So I will get the rest of the Halloween films at some point. But yeah, so that is part 2.1, kind of. I'm trying to divide it out in good parts. But yes, so this is part 1 of my franchises. So I do have another shelf of franchises. And then after that, we'll be going to my solo movies and my collection sets. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then do give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to this channel, then go ahead, hit that subscribe button and also a notification bell down below to be notified when I post. And also leave me your comments and thoughts on the franchises I have. Is there any franchises you would recommend? I mean, the Fast and Furious films, they are ones I want to get. That's a collection I would like to add. But is there any franchises that you think I might have not seen that you think I should? Let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!